Welcome, everybody, to the 33 Lounge, Season 2, Episode 22.
2222.
222.
Hello to the people.
Well,
Did I
a
jump
little premature.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A little premature there, guy.
We'll try again.
I'm your host, Nick. JR, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
Okay, there we go. I feel better now. All right, you ready to do this?
Tweeter.
Listen, we got a lot to talk about.
Tweeter.
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 Tweeter. We got a lot to talk about. Steelers have been insanely busy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's only been 3 days. A team with no running back and no quarterback, and they have done nothing.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
There's some guys out there on the market now.
There are.
Yeah. Mike Hilton.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised Philadelphia parted ways with Slay.
Yeah.
That shocked me a little bit. I was kind of surprised that San Fran dealt Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
But I think that's a massive help for Jaden Daniels in Washington.
It is. You know who else is getting put out there by San Fran?
Don't even say it.
It's a true story. I won't speak his name. We said it enough. Brandon Ayuk.
So did they franchise him last year?
No, they gave him a contract. Also, reportedly the Jets are going to shop or cut Devontae.
Oh, yeah. Well, Rodgers isn't there.
Right.
So, I mean, you might as well just say you don't want him.
Right. I think
you only brought him in to appease Rodgers.
Yeah. If they don't trade him, they're going to cut him. So
they're going to get something for him. They'll trade him. They'll get something for him.
He'll look good in black and yellow.
I mean, anybody would look good in black and yellow at this stage of the game.
You think Hines Ward could still,
I bet you still throw the ball.
Well, we do need that too.
Okay, so Devontae Adams, he's not a 1 though. Would you say he's still a 1?
No. But I mean, he's more than just a slot receiver.
Well, we still have yet to see Roman Wilson. Like, this dude could come out and have himself a season if he stays healthy.
Wrapped in bubble wrap. Guy seems like he's.
Well, that's what we give for drafting somebody from Michigan.
Seems like he's made out of glass.
That guy's going back down. Piss poor effort. Yeah, I kind of thought that we would make an early move on something. Fields, whether it's re-signing Fields or Wilson or working out a deal with Najee or something.
Yeah.
But like I feel like there is zero urgency from this staff right now. And it's boggling my mind.
Yeah, and the salary cap went up. I think it's 279, 280. I can't remember.
I mean,
let's see how much room they have.
Well, day one, they have $73 million.
Is that what they have?
I think it's $73.5 million. You heard grumblings the first day when Stafford hit the market, but he ends up going back to the Rams, and you don't really. I mean, we're attached with everybody at this stage in the game.
$59.7 million they have in cap space. Wow. We spend $57.7 million on the offense. We spend $10.5 million on special teams. We spend $163.8 million on the defense.
Well, this is where you need to trim the fat. This is what I've been saying.
All right, we're trading TJ Watt
and Fitzpatrick. I mean, I'm not saying Minka's not a good safety, but what has he given you lately?
Nothing.
Has he been worth the money you're paying him?
No.
Could we downgrade money-wise and probably increase productivity-wise
Maybe.
at that position?
Maybe.
Probably. I mean, he hasn't really done much of anything for 2 to 3 seasons. I think you could cut that salary, bring in somebody young, and have just as good a production.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's scared of him anymore. He came in that first year for Miami and played balls to the wall for the entire season.
I think he had 6 interceptions.
Yeah, and nobody's scared of him now.
Yeah, but I don't know. The scheme they run doesn't help him either. You know, like he's not roaming free. I don't the Troy Polamalu-esque.
Well, I don't know what the difference is between season 1 till now, but I mean,
I don't know either. I mean, defensive side of the ball last year that we just had, meh.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't great.
No, meh.
So I could see, like I said, I mean, I think it's time to, you start bringing in new bodies.
Yeah. I don't know.
These guys aren't producing. I mean, Cam had probably the best season he's had in the last 5.
I just think that, we need to worry first about all the vacant spots.
Oh, no. Yeah, I
and then
don't
we
disagree.
can get to the other
I don't disagree.
stuff. I don't know if getting rid of Cam is a wise decision, considering we don't have a replacement.
Well, a coach, when your main beef in the middle of the defensive line has been hurt for 2 out of the last 3 seasons, you would think you would address that in the draft at some point.
No.
Especially when the guy's pushing 40.
No. What do you think the likelihood is of maybe getting J.K. Dobbins? Because they're saying that that's a possibility. The Steelers might sign him.
Listen, I told you, everybody that's out there in free agency has been tied to Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of spots.
They have a
lot of
listen,
money.
I wouldn't hate Dobbins.
I wanted us to draft him.
I did too.
Chase Claypool.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate if they looked at Chubb either. But I don't think Chubb can be the primary back.
No. I mean, that knee has been through some stuff.
He can't take the workload.
No.
But
he could with a Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
Or he could with a Najee.
But in order to even run this offense, you need a quarterback in your quarterback room.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we don't even have Kyle Allen.
No. Josh Dobbs is out there.
I mean, listen, if they're not going to make a splash and go big in the draft, we've read off these names, and I keep coming back to Cooper Rush.
Yeah. I mean, he was solid in Dallas.
And I don't think he's high on anybody's radar, really, but I think he would be able to run this offense. Now, that's given that they don't re-sign Fields or with Russ, which it's been back and forth with him. They came out and said they were moving on from Russ, and now they're saying that their main focus is to re-sign one of them, Russ or Justin Fields. So, who knows what's going to happen.
But Cooper Rush had CeeDee Lamb to throw the ball to. Who do we have?
Well, we have George Pickens, who I think is just as capable of being as good as CeeDee Lamb. If somebody would just sit him down. Yeah. I mean, I feel like he needs a timeout. I mean,
go in the corner.
I think his problem is mental. It's not physical. It's not his tools.
Yeah.
I mean, his upside is insane.
Right.
But he's got this mental block that, like, if he doesn't get the ball, he pouts, cries. And he throws his little pity party temper tantrum.
Yeah.
But I think he could very easily be a number 1 in this league.
Well, my point is, you bring in a guy like a Cooper Rush, or that he reminds me of like a Brock Purdy. He's a product of the system, right? You bring a guy in like that can't doesn't have any weapons, you're not. I mean, Cooper Rush is going to look like poop.
Well, we have a lot of space. We have a chance to go get these weapons. But we've also had a chance to go get these weapons for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
I don't know. I still think it's going to be Justin Fields.
I'm hoping it's Fields. He 4-2 through 6. He looked good.
Yeah.
Plus, he gives you that extra little dynamic. People will have to like pay attention to him running the ball.
Yeah.
I think helps Pickens in the long run.
Yeah, because you're going to have a defensive guy spying on him. And you can exploit that.
Well, I've been watching on the NFL Network the Combine.
Yeah.
And they're interviewing all these players. And
the Steelers.
No, I mean,
in
like
general.
ESPN.
I got you.
The NFL Network. They're interviewing the guys in the Combine, and they interviewed Quinn Ewers.
Okay.
Quinn Ewers said he's set to meet with every team. But up to that point, the 12 he met with, the Steelers are the only one that didn't put him at the board.
Oh, really?
They make him, diagram coverages and routes.
Huh.
They were the only one that didn't put him on the board, and he said, and he quoted Ohio State.
Okay.
They asked him about his major and what his GPA was, and he quoted Cardale Jones, said, we didn't come here to play school. But he his football philosophy, I think, is his major, and his GPA is a 3.3.
That's something you can major in?
Something weird. I might be wrong. It's something philosophy. I don't know.
Huh.
But, he had a 3.3 grade point average, but they, out of all the teams, it's disheartening hearing that you're the one team that didn't have him go up and, dissect plays, coverages. What are you doing? Like, what are we doing with this franchise?
I don't know.
I mean, is this just like, if you beat me in paper, rock, scissors?
Nice.
I mean, what the hell's going on with this franchise?
Yeah.
How far are we going to fall before we realize that it's time for a change? I'll call for it every year. I don't care. If it's redundant, I don't care if you hear me say it 20 times.
Fire Mike Tomlin.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're interviewing quarterbacks at the draft, and you're not even, like, worried about their knowledge?
No, it's just they're going through the motions,
Hey, Quinn. I hear your mom makes good banana bread.
Is that the first quarterback they've spoken to?
Well,
'cause I wonder if it's just going to be this way with all of them. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
If so, that tells me they're not looking to draft a quarterback.
So he's the only one that I saw the interview for that mentioned it.
Yeah.
The other quarterback was Cam Ward. He didn't say anything about the Steelers.
Yeah.
But I used to love watching a combine. Now I try to catch up on the highlights of it and find up my players. Junkins and Travion Henderson both ran a sub 4.5.
Yeah. I think real close, like 4.4 and 4.43.
I think Travion Henderson was 4.41 and Sean Junkins was a 4.43.
Yeah.
Donovan Edwards from Michigan ran a 4.45. Nobody really. I mean that's fast. 4.45 is fast. 4.41 is fast, but nobody really like challenged for like the fastest time.
Yeah.
There's maybe one or two guys in a 4.4, 4.3.
Yeah.
The safety from South Carolina, from what everybody is saying, is pretty much the only one that really bumped. I mean, I think he was projected round 2. Now they're talking like mid round 1.
Really?
He had the highest vert in the combine. one of the farthest broad jump out of the safeties, and he ran a 4.38, 4.37 or something like that.
Man,
So,
not as fast as me.
man, I used to love this time.
Yeah.
Did you say not as fast? I just caught that. All right, tweeter. You could run a 10-yard dash.
I wouldn't even finish.
Wouldn't even finish.
I'd take 3 steps. I'd probably get a little ways.
I used to love like this time of football.
Yeah.
When you're seeing the combine and prepping for the draft. Going to watch a draft was one of the greatest.
Yeah.
Did you ever go and like watch a draft? Go to the bar, watch a draft?
No.
Not even interested. Didn't even care.
No.
Well, you don't want to go next year?
Oh no. Yeah, I want to go. No, I just never went to a bar to watch the draft. Like I've went to Buddy's house and watched
or
it.
Buddy's house, you know.
The year that we drafted Santonio Holmes, I was at Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, but it was Heinz Field. It's Heinz Field.
It's Heinz Field.
I was there for like Steelers Fan Fest or something.
Yeah.
And they had the draft up on the Jumbotron. Is that what you want to call that thing? The scoreboard? Yeah. I was there when they drafted him.
There, we used to go watch a draft, and it was the best atmosphere ever.
Yeah? Where?
Damon's.
Dude. Like, I miss Damon's.
I do too. You sitting in this
greatest thing ever.
Circular booths.
You had the little thing you control what sound you wanted from which TV or projector, I should say.
Yeah, you had like 4 75-inch screens in front of you.
The food wasn't bad. It was good. There was a couple. There was a waitress there and a waiter that I absolutely loved. There's a black gentleman that sang all the time. He was awesome. This one lady, she was awesome. Remember, she like did stuff for Lily when Lily was a baby. I can't remember what, but we used to love going there too later on because like what we had. Well, eventually we got Roadhouse, but before that was just Applebee's.
Yeah,
and you try to get into Applebee's and be like, it's going to be a 2-hour wait.
I hate Applebee's.
You drive over to University, Damon's, bam, right in. You know, I miss that place.
I do too.
You know, we should open a Damon's.
I really like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like you had 4, I mean, it was, you could go in and sit down.
Yeah.
And have a meal just like you could anywhere else.
Right.
Or you could go in expecting to watch like the Pirates or the Steelers because there's 4 giant ass TVs.
Right.
And like you said, you had the knob. You could control
whatever
screen
sound
you want to
listen
watch.
to. Yeah.
But it was like a casual, it wasn't like a crazy rowdy sports bar.
No,
you know what I mean?
It was pretty chill.
Yeah. Well,
nice big bar too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half was like I guess 3 sides of a rectangle. It was pretty long.
Yeah. 3 sides of a rectangle.
I don't know. I lost track.
It was a rectangle with an open end.
But yeah. I mean, I wish that place would have never closed. I don't understand why it did close. I mean, I know it wasn't super busy.
Well, I think
towards
the company
end,
folded.
Yeah, but you would have thought like somebody would have taken that spot over.
Well, it was owned by a franchisee. I don't know how to say that.
They're not going to come in and take the screens.
The other side of it is just,
I know.
Franciscan.
I mean, I can't really. If it wasn't for, if it wasn't for them, we'd still have a golf course. We'd still have Damon's.
Yeah. Still have a skate land.
Skate land.
Probably not.
No, that
Capri sausage is hanging on though.
Oh, they'll never sell.
Well, they almost shut down. So.
What do you mean they almost shut down?
Yeah, the dad or the lady, I don't know, whoever was going to get out of it, and I guess finally the kids decided to take over the business. So yeah, it almost closed up shop.
What time is it? Capri's is closed. Want to get Capri's tomorrow?
No.
You don't like their sandwiches?
I love them.
Let's go get them. You work?
No.
Well, see why we can't.
Yeah.
Oh, like, why don't you tell us what your ensemble is?
It's Tweeter.
It's Tweeter. So you're wearing Tweeter.
Yeah.
Is that you gonna keep that on the whole show?
No.
Yeah, pay attention. Pee breaks. Now,
I was faced with a challenge, and I'm going to accept said challenge. At least somebody out there. Well, they didn't comment. Hainsey, you didn't. You should have commented in the YouTube video down there.
Down there. Well, wrong hand. Down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you can't see that.
I mean, the text message thing was fine, but I think down there would have been awesome. Because nobody's hitting bells. Nobody's hitting likes. Nobody's subscribing.
Well, yeah, but
and the enigma of all this is
we're still holding on to Spotify.
Yeah, we're still holding on to Spotify. Unlike our brethren, of course, I'm on the other show now. The Spiggity Show and Hainsey's Cave Talk has seemingly started to grow on the YouTubes.
We're just not that
and
good.
We're not. I even made a fancy thumbnail because I read if you add a thumbnail, it'll get more views because people will be like, oh, look at this.
Oh, look at this.
You know, I crossed one eye for it. You know? And
well, here's the problem.
I don't know. Is there?
Yeah, there's a problem.
What's the problem? We're not sexy enough. Because I heard it's because
opposite shifts.
I heard that it's because they're better looking than us.
Hainsey has liver spots. Anyways, I don't know.
What?
Listen,
it's not 90.
We were. That's the problem. We don't. I mean,
we're old.
I don't know. Anyways,
we're all relatively the same age.
We don't really promote this at all.
I've been posting stuff on the Facebook.
We're never. Yeah, but
I don't do the TikTok like them too, though.
We're never together.
Yeah, it's probably better
because
this is like a marriage where the one person works night turn and the other one works daylight, and you never see each other. So guess what? Your marriage stays intact for 50 years.
Okay, but like I'm sure if me and you did some shorts or some goofy shit, and promoted this, it might get out there a little bit better.
I don't know.
Come summertime,
I tried to do some stuff.
Vacations.
Yeah.
Vacations. We're gonna knock out some funny shit. I'm gonna learn to play guitar and we're gonna make a song.
Okay. Show them to me.
Like Rodney Carrington.
Yeah.
My new favorite person. Well, I mean, my old favorite kind of person thing. You know, you had a show on TV too.
No.
Yeah, he had a sitcom.
He sing about titties, beer.
I mean, he's always sung about titties.
Yeah.
That's like his claim to fame when he was a comedian was
titties.
Titties. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean,
it's making me choke.
I don't know. I find it fascinating.
Titties?
I mean, titties are fascinating, but no.
Fair.
I find it fascinating how we launched this or we started this.
Mm-hmm.
We're 24 minutes in. We started on the Steelers. In 24 minutes in, we're already on
titties,
Tweeter, liver spots.
You said liver spots. And titties.
It's like a cat. You know, you shine that red light. What? Where?
Did I do this?
I think it was kind of both of us today.
You asked about my ensemble. That's where it started.
Well, you're going to answer the call. So I'm not going to spoil it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm going to let you, I mean, you have these lined up. You know where you're going, what sport we're going. We changing sports too.
I could. Yeah, I could.
I'm just saying.
I don't have it lined up. Have you ever known me to actually like organize something together?
Question.
Answer.
Question.
Answer.
Do you have any golf jerseys?
That's a thing. Like a polo?
Do you have any golf jerseys?
No. Well, yes, in a way. In a way, yes.
Are we gonna see a golf jersey?
I could make that happen.
Oh man, I'm excited. What about a curling jersey? Do you have a curling jersey?
No.
I'm buying us curling jerseys for the Winter Olympics.
I think they're just like shirts.
They're curling jerseys.
Nobody calls it that.
I just did. Do
okay.
you not like curling?
That's where you brush the sweep the ice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty
I
cool.
love it.
I don't know if I love it.
I have the Xbox game.
There's a game.
Oh. Yeah. I'm level like 4.
Is that good?
I have no idea. Nobody plays it. But there is a game, and it's got like 4 reviews. It's about 7 years old.
Huh.
But
Wow.
it's fantastic. It's fun.
Okay. Cool.
So if we do a 2-hour show,
Yeah.
we're already behind your
My.
challenge.
Why?
Every 30 minutes would only be 4.
Oh. Yeah, fair.
So are we going to have to initiate a pee break? Chug, 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 chug.
Now I feel like you're really committed to this.
I mean, I'm listen, I don't know what you have in store. I'm excited to see what's next.
Nipple tassels.
Ooh. I mean, is that a jersey? Is that a uniform?
It's a stripper uniform.
Uniform?
Yeah, stripper jersey.
Ooh. You got their Color Rush? They have a Color Rush uniform?
The pasties.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Jesus. All right, so I guess we'll just.
Oh, we're gonna.
Well, I mean, we have to. You're falling behind here. You have answered the call.
Mm.
Plus, I need a drink.
Okay.
And you said you have to pee.
I didn't.
Okay, just stay right there. Don't move.
Okay.
Did we make it happen? All right. That's fine editing. All right.
All right.
So jersey number 2, if you're counting, check.
Tweeter.
What's that from?
The
price is wrong, Bob.
Happy Gilmore, which is coming. Happy Gilmore 2 is coming to Netflix this year.
Yeah, I saw that. It's going to be interesting. Did you hear anything about what the story is going to be?
No.
I mean, I think it's nice he's revisiting that role.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done a lot on Netflix.
Well, he signed a giant deal with them. So,
I mean, he's got some. I mean, did you see that basketball one?
No.
Can't remember the name of it is, but it's pretty good.
I can't think of it.
Murder Mystery 1 and 2 are both good.
I seen the first one. Do you know the one I didn't see was the Do-Over? I think, was it you telling me about it or my brother?
Well, yeah, him and Spade.
Yeah, I haven't seen Do-Over.
He's produced a lot of movies on there too.
Yeah.
Like he's produced both of Spades, The Wrong Missy, and Father of the Year. I
like
called.
both of those.
Oh, when he's in the bed of the pickup truck.
So good.
Yeah, those are both good movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got there's another one on there with I don't know if it was a Netflix movie though. What's the one with Chris Rock? The Funeral. I don't know.
Oh my God, Jesus!
We have to pause now.
God.
All right. I had a little accident.
Yeah, it was good.
It's okay. We're fine. We're fine.
You want to cuss?
No.
You know you. Oh, well, that was close. I didn't hear the beep, so I stopped myself. I almost fucked. Oh no.
Oh man. Anyways,
yeah.
Before we put the Steelers to bed.
Oh, we're back on the Steelers.
Well,
yeah.
Because shit should be happening here pretty soon. I mean,
Well, it's early. It is
But
only
since
March
they're not
3rd.
making any moves, why don't you give me a rundown on what you would like to see happen?
Like, just players I would like to see come?
No, I mean, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, because I'm not sure how you want this answered.
Well, I mean, first, I think we need to sign Fields. I wouldn't re-sign Russ. I would re-sign Fields.
I concur with that.
I would go out and get a capable backup. I think Cooper Rush is a capable backup. He kind of has similar skill set. I mean, he's not as mobile, but he's still a mobile quarterback. Depending on what you're going to do in the backfield, if you're going to re-sign Najee, I think you need a complimentary back that is more of a receiving back.
So you're saying go away from Jalen Warren?
I mean, I'd like to see them both back. I think that's a good 1-2 tandem, but I don't think they're going to bring them both back.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about any talks with Najee at all. I mean, they've come out and said, like, our main goal is to re-sign either Russ or Fields. They've talked about the quarterbacks, talked about defense, but I haven't heard anything about Fields. They've commented on Pickens being a long-term Steeler. You know, stuff has come out about that, but I haven't heard anything about Najee. So I don't know what route they're going to go. But if you sign Najee, I think you got to keep him north and south, and you got to get a back that can catch the ball in the backfield. But if you don't re-sign Najee and you re-sign Jalen Warren, or don't sign either of them, here's what I was thinking earlier today. You don't really see too many backs anymore that are like north and south.
No.
Like there's no Jerome Bettis's or Jamal Lewis's anymore in the NFL. So the power run game is taking a back seat. Think you're going to need definitely depth at receiver. I'm heartbroken they got rid of Skoranek. That dude was growing on me.
Man, he's a free agent.
Yeah.
They could sign him back.
They're not going to.
I don't know. We'll see.
They're not going to.
Because you like the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I should have scored his jersey before.
This team does rip all your wants and needs and hopes away from you. Dreams.
Yeah, I feel like we approached a draft like it's a game of tic-tac-toe. If the draftee can beat Tomlin in tic-tac-toe, he's on the board. I don't know, I think there's so many pieces to this puzzle. It's disheartening as a fan to see that nothing has happened. You okay there, guy?
I got a mustache hair going. Rip. Up in there.
Okay.
I think I'm okay now.
Looking a little rosy.
Yeah, I am.
You flush?
I must be. Because I'm in your presence.
I know. It's the gray beard, isn't it? A little salt and pepper.
It's kind of long for you.
Yeah. I'll wait until probably Wednesday to trim it up before work. I don't like when it gets too long.
I've noticed. You're like a 10 o'clock shadow kind of guy.
Yeah, I like to keep it short.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, imagine if I grew it out, how gray it would be. I mean, my whole head's gray.
It'd be fantastic.
I'd look like Santa.
What month is this? March.
It's March.
9 more months. You should let it grow for 9 months.
Oh, my God, I'd kill myself.
Imagine, show up here with a big beard for Christmas special. We pause, we come back, you have no beard.
We would cut it on air. Shave it on.
I think it'd be better if it just,
we did the pause.
Yeah, and then it was like...
Oh, like, should use that for the jersey. All right. Well, since you don't want to answer the Steelers question, let's just put that in the bed and let's talk about Jack Swinski's Pirates.
Speaking of,
My man.
My man.
Jack Swinsky. You're a fan already. I know
Huge.
you are. Why don't you enlighten our listeners as to what Jack Swinsky is batting?
It was like 571.
571.
Yeah. Good guy, you know? Hard.
You done?
Yep.
Why don't you like Jack Swinsky?
Because he sucks. He's not consistent. He strikes out more than he hits the ball. I think he had the worst batting average in Major League Baseball last year, if not close. What's that called? The something line. Who's a player? He's terrible. Oh,
I don't know. I think 571 is not a terrible batting average.
It is spring training. Gorski is hitting home runs like he's Aaron Judge.
3.
And he hit him last year during spring training. Guess what? He didn't come up to the big leagues.
Well, that's not his fault. Maybe that's a organization call.
Yeah, because he sucks too.
Everybody sucks. Skeens sucks.
Mendoza line. That's it. Yeah.
What's the Mendoza line?
It's jargon for the 200 batting average.
200.
It's the supposed threshold for an offensive.
Well, send your Googling. Google what Swinsky's batting average was last year.
Jack.
I bet you it wasn't close. No, I'm not going to make that bet. It might have been. It might have been.
I just spelled his name all wrong, but it worked. Oh, what do you want to think it was?
213.
182.
182.
Below the Mendoza line.
Well, he's definitely worked on his swing in the offseason.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he looked good last spring training. And guess what? He got a spot in the majors, and then he got taken back down.
Yeah, he was back and forth a few times last year, wasn't he?
No. 247 at-bats, 45 hits.
That's fantastic. For a Pirate, that's not bad.
The year before that, he 447 at-bats, 100 hits for an average of 224, just above the Mendoza line. He sucks. Now, he did have 74 RBIs, though, in 2023. I forget how many homers he had.
So how do you think the Pirates are going to do this year?
They're going to win it all, baby.
I mean, seriously, how do you think the Pirates are going to do this year?
I think they could win the division.
So
they're in the best division to be able to try to do that.
Did you see what Jason Kendall said?
He wouldn't be surprised if they won the division.
Listen,
actually, I think he said he'd be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah, he said he'd be surprised if towards the end of the year they weren't fighting for the division.
Right.
Listen, the talent's there and they're pretty young. I just want to see them win so bad.
They just picked up a guy off waivers from somebody today. I can't remember who and where.
Well,
you want them to win so bad?
I want them to win so bad.
I've never seen them win a championship.
No, neither of us have.
Nope.
We're not that old. I know I'm gray, but I'm not that old.
Yeah. 79, right?
In fact, we haven't even really seen. I don't even really remember any deep runs.
The 90s, early 90s. I think they got to the National League Championship game.
I just don't remember the early 90s.
Well, we were young.
In grade school.
Yeah, we were young, so you didn't completely retain all that. I don't remember if I was talking about this last week here or my brother's. I don't remember. The O.J. Simpson. The O.J. Simpson documentary. That stuff happened mid-90s, right? 95 or something like that, 94. I remember watching the trial because it was on TV all day long, it seemed like, with Judge Ito. You know, I remember the Bronco chase.
Clark.
Yeah. I remember all that stuff, but to watch that documentary and see all the details and all this evidence that didn't get put in to trial. I mean, people back then knew that, but I didn't retain that. So when I watched the documentary, I'm like, I mean, I remember thinking as a young lad, 14, 15 years old, yeah, he did it.
Yeah, there's a chance he could be innocent.
But then I watched the documentary. I'm like, he was definitely there. Like, I don't remember there was blood on the Bronco, in the Bronco, a blood trail going from the Bronco to his house. Like, I didn't remember all that,
So there, I know I don't know when this is coming out, but there's a family out there.
There's all kinds of families out there.
Their father just passed away.
Okay.
Right.
OJ kill him?
They've been holding on to this secret for years.
No, that's not fair to Nicole Brown Simpson's family.
No, it's not. But could you turn your own dad in?
Yeah.
I mean, I could do.
Dad, I love you, but you killed somebody. I mean,
2 people.
I don't want to be like, tied to it anymore.
But yeah, they think their father was the murderer.
Mm.
And he had something to do with Nicole Brown Simpson, worked on her house, I don't know, landscaper, I don't know.
But OJ was definitely there. There's been talk that his son was there too. But I think there's never, I don't think there was 2 sets of footprints. So
was he there, or did he stumble across it and take off?
He never came out and said that. You think he would come out and say that if he's getting accused of the murder? He'd be like, well, and cell phone. Well, there's cell phones. Call 911. Go in the house. Call 911. Why would you leave? Go to your house. Call your limousine driver. Like, hey, come get me. I need to fly out to Chicago, and then leave.
It's not like he flew to a non-extradited country.
I'm just saying, like, if he stumbled upon it, he would have wanted to let the authorities know.
I don't know. Some people say was never even there.
Listen,
innocent men don't run.
Well,
I think, I don't know.
It's well documented that he beat the hell out of her all the time. So I mean,
yeah,
the chances of him slitting her throat probably pretty good. But he was found not guilty. So I mean,
shockingly,
thanks, fellow peers. I don't know, but he ended up getting jail time later on for that whole holding people hostage in Las Vegas thing with, I don't know, because he was trying to get back his stuff that was getting auctioned or whatever.
Yeah, he was signing something and they didn't, I don't know, pay him, and so he held everybody hostage.
Yeah, obviously he is an unhinged kind of individual. But I hear he's really good on the golf course. Well, was. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't bad in Naked Gun.
Have you watched those movies recently? The acting in those movies is just atrocious. I mean, I get it, though. They're comedies, but,
Well, Leslie Nielsen wasn't an Oscar winner. I mean,
no. Slap me and call me Shirley.
He probably... I was watching an interview with him.
Nordberg, right? Yeah.
Nordberg?
That was OJ's character in Naked Gun.
Nordberg?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds familiar. Dude, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Me neither.
But Leslie Nielsen brought a fart machine onto a daytime talk show, or a night, like a
Johnny
Carson or something. I can't remember what it was. He was using it, and then they get pissed at him, and he never told anybody he had it until they interviewed him like many years later.
Oh, so they thought he was just
he thought he was
ass.
shitting himself on camera, and he would cough and and let one out.
Wow, that's comedy right there.
Well, dude, I mean, he's got so many of those like buddy cop comedy movies.
Yeah,
I mean, how many Naked Guns did he make? And why was one called 33 1/3?
I think there was 3 of them. I think there was 3. He was in that movie Airplane. Remember that?
Yeah.
Roger.
Oh, man.
the emergency pilot. It blows up, and then it's losing air, and the lady comes in, and the valves,
Yeah.
yeah, she had to blow.
We got it. We got it. This is a kid's show.
Yeah, there we go. I got it out. I found this the other day.
You told me.
I know. I showed you. I just excited about it. I forgot about it.
You also found the Echo.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you there's a lot more things this thing can do that we don't know.
Yeah, probably. What's pitch up mean?
I don't know.
I think it
I'm
only
gonna try this. So you don't spit with this.
No.
What's it taste like?
Spearmint?
Okay, let's see how this thing is. This Zin.
Yeah.
Isn't Zin made by Russia?
I don't know.
Aren't they Russian?
Bobby Kennedy Jr. does them.
Are you supporting Russia right now? Speaking of Russia, I think they're made
Virginia, sir. Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
I bet you the Ruskies ones are like a lot stronger.
Ruski?
Rusky?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Russia has a version of these.
Oh, I didn't know.
Bert and Tom did them.
They do Zin. Maybe they tried other ones. I don't know. Anyways, Russia. What about Russia? You want to talk about Russia?
No.
You want to talk about
I've
Trump
told
and
you,
Vance yelling at Zelensky?
We're not going to get political. Why are you bringing
I'm
this
just
up?
reporting the news.
Are you?
Yeah. I didn't.
Do you know why, though?
Why they yelled at him?
Yeah.
Because he just wants money.
But do you know the backstory to all this?
He's creating World War III. Is that what is that?
I mean, I can get into it. I have pages of notes on this.
Some people feel that Trump is siding with Russia. Right?
And yeah, I mean, some people
feel that.
Yeah.
When in reality, it seems that Trump.
See? Look at all these.
In reality, it seems that Trump is trying to get peace there. And you can't get peace unless there's a ceasefire.
So here's kind of why this meeting went off the rails to begin with.
Because he didn't wear a suit.
No. He was coming.
Because I heard that too.
So he's coming to sign a peace treaty that had to do with the mineral rights. I mean, listen, Russia invaded Ukraine
They've been
in
doing
2022, but they've occupied the entire eastern side of the Ukraine since 2014.
Right.
It's nothing new.
Right.
But it's all been over the minerals and the resources they want to enrich their nuclear program. So Trump cuts this deal, and I couldn't find anything on it outside of the fact that Ukraine wouldn't lose any land. Then it would be like a split on whatever the mineral rights were.
That sounds like he's trying to be fair to both sides.
And according to sources, he was under the assumption that Zelensky was going to sign said document at this meeting, which would immediately put Russia into a ceasefire. But when Zelensky,
on the way to end the war,
got to Washington, D.C., he met with the leaders of the Democratic Party. Who urged him not to sign the deal. So now he goes to the White House to meet Trump. Trump and Vance think he's coming in to sign this treaty, and he throws a curveball. And here's what I find very interesting. People may not have caught it when it was said, but Trump said, you should be a little bit more grateful.
Yeah, they want him to say thank you.
Right? In 2022, Biden, and I shared it to my Facebook page because I think it's funny. Biden called Zelensky
Okay.
to let him know he secured a X amount of $1 billion package and was going to be sending aid, weapons, whatever, and stuff for the people of Ukraine. And Zelensky just started rattling off like a shopping list of shit they need.
Mm-hmm.
And we just gave them $10 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden lost his temper on the phone and yelled at Zelensky and told him he should be more grateful.
You know, it's the difference between that instance and the one we just had. The one we just had was in front of the whole media.
Yes. Well, and there's a lot of shit people don't understand. Like, we have given them $350 million.
It's a lot of money.
The European Union has given them $350 billion. The European Union gave them $150 billion, but that was a loan.
Mm-hmm.
Ours is not.
Right.
Which is given to them.
Yep.
But when Trump said you don't have all the cards and you're playing with World War III, what he means is without our support,
right?
Like, that's what's stopping a full-on invasion.
Yeah.
Is our aid.
Right.
And if we pull our aid, Trump knows that it's going to lead to a full-on invasion.
Right.
And the reason he said you're playing with World War III is what's going to happen is Ukraine is trying to join NATO.
Mm-hmm. I think they just met yesterday.
And that's a problem for the United States.
The United States wasn't there.
Well, it's a problem for us.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand this. As a member of NATO, which is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, there's 30 countries. And when you join, part of the agreement is if one of those 30 countries is invaded, that the other 29 have to respond with their military.
Right.
They have to come to the aid.
Right.
So the fact, if we let the Ukraine into NATO, it's going to put our troops at war with Russia.
Yeah.
Which will essentially force China to make a decision.
Right.
And they're going to support Russia because that's one of their only allies.
Right.
And it's going to be World War III.
Yep.
So you can say what you want about, the media shouldn't have been there, first off.
Well,
second,
that wasn't supposed to occur in front of the media.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this thing went off the rails from the get because, you're prepping for a ceasefire and he throws a curveball that he's all of a sudden he's not going to accept this deal.
Mm-hmm.
But what people, they just want to scream at, and I'm not playing either side of the fiddle here. I'm trying to just give you the facts that I researched today because I just found it odd that we're dissecting the fact that we yelled at the president of Ukraine. We're trying to stop a war here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to do what's right, not just, and you can say this is wrong, but we're trying to do what's right, just not for Ukraine, but for Russia too, because they're losing soldiers too that I'm sure don't want to be there.
No, they're fighting probably for causes they don't really believe in. But they're part of that country.
There's hundreds of soldiers that have defected.
Yeah, left
and surrendered to Ukraine's military because they don't want to fight.
Right, they don't want to die.
I mean, you got people being led by a dictator. They're being forced to do this. So when I say, what's right by Russia, I'm not saying Putin. I'm saying the people that don't want to fight this war, that are being forced to fight this. You want to talk about human rights and everything. You can't leave them out just because Putin's an asshole.
Right.
Right?
But no, you're 100% right.
So, Vance and Trump lost their cool. But the writing is on the wall. The European Union is calling for Ukraine to join NATO, which is stupid because it's going to bring them into war too.
Right.
You're going to force 29 countries to fight and lose lives. Millions of lives are at stake here.
Yeah. Ours could be.
And you can call this deal what it is. You know, does it support Russia a little bit? Yeah, because it's giving them half of the resources that technically are Ukraine's, but technically Russia has occupied the land for the last 10 years anyways. But it's going to end the war.
Right.
And this is boggles my mind that you can align a political party and go, there should be no politics in this. The main focus, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Conservative,
Green Party. Those are the people that smoke the weed.
Should be to end the war. So if you give them a little bit of resources, who cares? They've been on that land for 10 years taking it anyways.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's just end the bloodshed. Give Ukraine back their land. Let them put up whatever mining operation they want, and you just split it.
Right.
Right? That ends the war. So now the money we give you isn't going to be to fund your war, but it's going to be to help you rebuild and help your civilians get back to a normal life. I just don't understand, like, why people don't look deeper. They just see the screaming match. Oh, it looks so bad for the United States. That's so terrible. Our president yelled at him. Oh, my God. Listen, I think it's very admirable of a president of a country that's being invaded to come out so aggressively and stand up for his people. That's very admirable. But let's not pretend that this dude is a saint, because he's not.
Right.
Okay, it wasn't a year ago that he blamed Russia for firing a missile into Poland, and it was the Ukraine that actually did it.
Right.
Trying to goat people into joining this war. Like, this dude just wants to fight. He doesn't want to surrender. He wants to beat Russia.
Right.
Got me all fired up.
And for you, those listeners out there in the Ukraine and Russia, I hope you heard
We do
that.
have one in Russia.
And
we did.
Ukraine.
Do we?
Yeah. Remember? It was Zelensky and it was Putin that listened?
No, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot more to this whole situation than just a screaming match in the White House. And what's sad is, like, the way that the American people took that. Zelensky went on and did another interview after the White House.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. And he said, you know, sometimes you just have to be direct and honest, and it gets like that. I don't think we did anything bad.
Huh.
He didn't even care. The dude didn't even care. The dude didn't read into it anything like the American people did. He thought it was a good meeting.
Oh, good.
And that's what's, I'm flabbergasted. Like, this guy thought everything went okay. Like, we may not reach an agreement, but it wasn't a bad meeting.
Right.
If the next time we have technical difficulty and a jersey change happens, I'll find that interview. And I'll let you people know where it's at so you can watch for yourself. But the last thing anybody in this world wants is a World War III.
Yeah.
Because we all know what the end all is to a World War III. Unfortunately.
No more podcast.
No more of this. I mean, everybody has always said that nobody is stupid enough to invade America because of our gun laws and how many gun owners we have.
A bomb can easily invade America.
You're not going to get your 22 out and shoot down a nuke. I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah.
And if you live in the area we live in, we're screwed anyways, because according to the CIA, this came out years ago, Shippingport's nuclear facility is like number 4 target on the list. So that's going to wipe out the entire Ohio Valley.
Right. I've seen Terminator. I don't want that.
If there was time travel involved,
I just,
we could literally just go back like 15 years, start the podcast, then hit a couple lotteries.
you know how to time travel?
Well, I'm just saying, Terminator time traveled.
True. I was just talking about the nuclear.
If you want to get into time travel, we can.
I'm for it.
I mean,
We're going to time travel?
there are many people who claim they have. Wayne's World. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2.
Oh, man.
Is that Al Martin?
Who?
That was Al Martin.
I wasn't even paying attention.
But yeah, I did. You know, we don't like to get political, and I don't want to like pick a side. But at some point in time, you just got to stop and.
I have a side to pick. The one that's non-World War III.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't care if the Orange Man was mean to a guy. I just don't want World War III.
Well, okay.
You know?
Let's look at it like this. The war started in 22.
Hmm.
But Russia took that land in 2014.
Yeah.
So we've had Obama, Biden, and Trump.
Yeah.
Well, Obama twice, Biden, or Trump, then Biden, and now Trump again.
Mm-hmm.
So up until January this year when Trump took office, you had 4 sitting presidents.
Yeah.
Ignore the fact that Russia was occupying a quarter of the Ukraine.
Well, I mean, in theory, it's not our fight.
Well, it's technically not. You want to know why?
Why?
So 1997.
Man, you are very studious.
Well, I researched this today because I maybe got into it on the book of
It's
face.
really grinding his gears.
But
You know what, Brian?
in 97, Russia tried to join NATO.
Okay.
And they were open to it. And they had talks, and talks broke down. And I want to say who was before Putin? Was it Yeltsin or Gorbachev? It was Yeltsin, right? Boris Yeltsin?
Sure.
I want to say it was Yeltsin.
Gorbachev's the dude with the
Giant
thing.
Yeah. Boris Yeltsin, I believe. Google it so I don't sound like an idiot.
What do they call it? Emperors?
Who was the Russian dictator in 97? You could have Siri'd it and made it a lot faster. Just saying.
Nick made me spell that all wrong. Hey, Siri. Who was the Russian dictator before Putin? Boris Yeltsin.
Okay, Yeltsin. All right, so anyways, Boris Yeltsin tries to join NATO. Talks fail. But Boris Yeltsin tells...
Oh, it's president.
Well, okay, whatever. President Yeltsin
91 to 99.
tells NATO in the meeting in Brussels that he's going to leave the lines of communication open and he still wants to join. So they signed the NATO, what is it? The NATO Russian Founding Act of 1997. And
Okay.
what that act is that Russia would not show any military hostility to any NATO countries. Ukraine isn't NATO.
Right.
So the fact that they took a quarter of their land, they didn't break the pact,
Right.
first off.
Right.
So if America would have went to the aid of Ukraine, we would have broke the pact.
Right.
If Ukraine gets into NATO, we're forced to then go to war. So there's no good outcome for the United States except for peace.
Well, yeah.
And I don't understand why a president campaigns for an election, literally comes out and says one of the first things he's going to do is end this war. He might even end it before the election.
Well, he said
which
he
didn't happen.
might have it ended before he even
Takes office.
takes office.
Which didn't happen.
No.
But why would anybody dog that?
Him wanting to do that?
Yeah. Whether you're a fan of Trump or not, why would you want to why are the Democrats meeting with Zelensky before the White House meeting, telling him not to sign this deal?
I don't know, man. People be crazy.
See, you got me all fired up.
Well, here's the thing. Like, anymore, there's always been Democrats and Republicans, right? I mean, there's other parties, but now more than ever, this country is so divided.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It is so divided. And it's sickening. The last time we were, like, unified was 9/11, man. Well, not
the day after 9/11.
Yeah. Like,
the day after 9/11 was the greatest day in the history of the United States.
And everybody tries to say that the way the world is now, the society is because of Trump, and Trump breeds hate and this, that, and the other. This has been going on before Trump. It's always been those people suck because that's what they do, and these people suck because that's what they do. Like, and social media has made it 100 times worse. Well, probably bigger than that, but why does everybody have to hate everybody? Somebody died just now.
I don't know. What was that, a ghost?
I don't know.
Should I? That was a loud bang. And we're back.
Huh. Yeah, there we are.
We never left.
No.
I mean, that should have been fluent.
Yeah. Pain heals.
Don't say anything.
What?
Don't say anything.
Okay.
I got a question for the gentleman who challenged you to this jersey swap. Do you know who this is? Do you know who that is? Or do you? Do you know what it is?
Can I talk now?
Don't say anything. You don't say a beep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going Pacino on me.
You don't say a word. We're gonna see if he knows this, huh? Do you know what it says? Okay.
Can I?
Okay, you can talk now.
Pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever.
What?
It's a quote from the movie.
I know. I know.
Spoken by the gentleman's jersey I'm wearing. He also knows Kung Fu.
You just ruined it. Why would you do that? Oh, about the movie. Who played the coach?
Wasn't it Pacino?
No.
Who
As
was?
any given Sunday.
Oh, see, I'm mixing it together. Who was the coach?
Gene Hackman, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Gene Hackman.
So that's kind of a weird thing going on with that.
Yeah, I think his wife did it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think she offed him and then went and took a bunch of pills in the bathroom.
Was it Gene? Yeah, I guess it
Yeah, it
was.
was Gene Hackman.
Man. Wait, you think she offed him and then went and did a bunch of pills, is that what you said?
So they found his body
In the hallway.
the 28th.
Yeah, they
29th,
found the
28th.
bodies on the 28th.
So his last pacemaker reading was the 17th.
Right. The last activity or whatever.
They found her body in the bathroom, and there was 2 pill bottles open and dropped about in.
Yeah.
And then the one dog
Dead.
was dead, but there was 2 other dogs in the house.
Right.
So, yeah, that's just a whole weird situation. I mean, he was 90.
95.
Like, I mean, how could you, like, did he ask her to do it?
I don't know.
Well, she was like 30 years younger.
Yeah, she was 65. That's good math. The more you know. Math's hard.
It's that Catholic education.
I did the math. You didn't.
I said it was 30 years.
You did. But then I subtracted.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see.
Yeah. I did the math.
I mean, I did the math in my head.
I didn't hear it.
You were like 1-7 carried a 2.
Pretty sure I spouted it off pretty quick.
Yeah.
Anyways, pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever.
That's Al Pacino.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to. There's a scent trail you're leaving that I don't want said person picking up on.
So you think he doesn't know this movie?
I would think he might not have unless you gave him 47 clues, which you did.
I gave one quote. Wow. I did kind of allude to who it was.
It was a good movie, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in that movie.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau's in that movie.
Jon Favreau. A fat Jon Favreau.
I mean, he wasn't fat.
He was kind of chubby.
He's a middle linebacker.
He was kind of chubby.
I mean, we're giving it away as we talk about it. But
you're giving it. Anyways, it was The Replacements.
Yeah.
What am I up to now? 3? This is my 3rd? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tweeter. Happy Gilmore. Now this.
Yeah. You're falling behind.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll talk at the next change.
Okay. What do you mean?
I have an idea for the last one.
Oh, okay.
I have an idea for but anyways, before we pause.
We were talking about Russia.
Yeah, we're not gonna continue that.
Okay.
We don't want to get political.
We're not. We're just reporting the news.
But somebody, decided to dive into, I said we're not going to do it. I told him no.
What?
So we weren't going to get political.
You text me this morning.
And I said we weren't going to do it. And then you were like, oh, when I got here, I said I'm not going to do it.
I wasn't paying attention.
Of course, you never do.
Sorry.
But anyways, yeah, there's a lot more to that going on than people realize. All they see is a shouting match, and they act like, oh, my God. You know what else pisses me off?
What else grinds your gears?
So, and this is political, but not really political. All the hate that we're getting from the north of us.
Yeah, they booed the national anthem at the Elimination Chamber.
Over the tariffs.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
We raised their tariffs to 20%.
I really opened up a wound.
Well, I caught a nice video from some Canadian podcasters.
I don't even know. Okay.
And you know what they're saying?
Was it Lars and Chippy?
No.
Okay.
No, these guys were kind of baffled at why Canada is so pissed off about the new 20% tariffs.
Okay.
And they proceeded to list off what their tariffs are on our goods. Do you know the percentage, what their tariff is on our milk?
No.
230%.
That's a lot. That's not 20.
No.
That's
Do you know what their tariff is on
It's
vehicles?
210% more.
That's more than that.
Oh, they raised it 20.
Wait. So 20.
Yeah.
If it's 200% more,
Yeah.
would be 60.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's like way more than 200%.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, on our eggs, 150%. On our vehicles, our cars, because there's no automotive manufacturers in Canada.
Right.
So all their automobiles are imported.
Right.
50%. And they're complaining about 20.
Yeah.
20%. How does
don't know.
anybody make any money shipping milk to Canada when your tariffs are 230%?
I mean, how much is
That is also posted on my Facebook page if you would like to watch it.
how much is a gallon of milk in Canada?
I mean, some of the stuff is kind of expensive. And that's, people don't understand. They think Canada's so great because they got free healthcare, right?
Well, yeah.
But what they don't understand is the cost of that goes somewhere, right? It's not free. What was that?
My wife's home. A gallon of milk in Canada costs between $6 and $11.63. Wow.
I mean, I don't know. Call me crazy, but I think we should be booing them.
Okay, crazy.
I'm off my soapbox now. I'm done. I promise.
Okay.
Time travel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Time travel. What do you want to talk about? Time travel.
I could be prepared for this, but I'm not, because I didn't think we were going to go down this road. But
you just said it out loud like you were ready to talk.
Well, I was going to prep it during wardrobe malfunction change, but I didn't, because I think we were going to get into it.
Then why would you proclaim time travel just now?
Just to change the subject.
Oh, time travel. It's where you travel through time, space, dimension.
Who?
What?
Okay.
What?
Guess what comes out in 9 days?
We should time travel and find out right now.
We know. We covered it.
What comes out in 9 days? Because I'm
The
drawing a blank.
age
Of consent.
Nope.
I don't know. The age.
No, that UFO documentary.
Oh, is it? I don't remember.
The age of disclosure or something.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
That comes out when?
On my birthday.
Oh,
the 12th.
Happy birthday.
It's not my birthday yet.
I could still say it.
It's too early. It's only registered happy birthday if it's within 24 hours.
We just time traveled. It's now your birthday. Happy birthday.
That's not how time travel works. You have to attach this thing to your ear, wear a ring on your pinky left hand.
Really?
Yeah. Put Velcro on your taint. It's a whole process.
Something wrong. All right, crazy.
Well, no, that's a rabbit hole I've been down before.
Yeah.
You've never gone to... You're the one that turned me on to this stuff.
You like CERN and all that?
Yeah, the Hadron
Colliding,
Collider,
atoms together.
Well, that's where they say they discovered how they discovered time travel.
It also says that that's when they ended the world in 2012, and we're all living in a simulation. So, was that your boy Jack Sawinski? It was.
I don't know.
It was.
He advanced the runner, though.
There he is. What up, dude?
All right. Yeah. Well, what was that? Beautiful, angelic music.
Yeah.
Son came down to see you?
Yeah, sure did. I told him he sucks.
That whole thing was funny, though.
So, I didn't know you paused it, but since they haven't seen, because they can't time travel.
Yeah.
He came in and hugged me, and I said, I paid him to do that so people think he loves me. But you were like, I paused it.
So nobody's seeing it.
Yeah.
And then he went to leave, and you were talking to him, and you were telling him he sucks at baseball. And I said, now everybody's seeing that because I unpaused it. That's good.
Yeah. Yep.
So
right. I'm up to number 4.
Who's that?
Benny the Jet Rodriguez. So, some say he was the fastest ever. Strap on them PF flyers and shoo.
That was a Chuck Taylor guy.
Him and Hercules. Trying to get...
Hercules lived to be 110 years old.
Really?
I don't know.
Huh. R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
Yeah, he was in that. Played the blind guy.
Yep.
Oh, Dennis Leary was in that too.
You're right. And here we are.
That's all I can think of. I don't know who else.
All right.
I don't know any of the actors' names, like the kids.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm trying to think. Patrick Renna. The Great Hambino.
I just saw.
He's got a book coming out for kids.
Well, I don't know if I follow him, but he's been on my Facebook feed a lot. Him and his wife are having a baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You don't know us, but we're fans.
He'll never know us. Oh. Did I mention that nobody cares that we're on YouTube? I think I did.
It's all right. We have to approach this with the same level of commitment that we did the podcast.
I don't know if it was the word commitment I would have used. I thought maybe you were going with the same level of just jumping in head first, the same level of...
Yeah, but... We said from the beginning we didn't care if we had 10 followers. So what's the difference about...
Well, now I feel like it's a competition.
It doesn't bother me. Why does it bother you?
It doesn't really bother me. I mean, I'm half of the competition on the one show.
I know.
So I'm competing against us.
I know. Way to tank your own brand.
It's not,
dick.
It's not tanked. It's just we're not getting the traction those guys are on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay. I told you, we're just never together outside of this time.
Thank God.
So, like, we can't do shit. Like, Hainsey's all over YouTube.
I know.
Your brother was at one point, too.
TikTok, you mean?
Or, yeah, TikTok.
Yeah. My brother's relaxed a little bit. He posted a preview video on YouTube before this last episode we just did. Used his little cam and the laptops.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said if there's ever a time I can't do his show with him, he's going to have to come here so it can be on video. Oh, man. That'd be weird.
Be all right. Yeah, I've never been a guest on anybody's show.
Because you're always working or sleeping. You know?
Well, what else do you do when you work nights?
Right.
I mean, you work or you sleep.
But we are trying to create a time.
Yes.
Soon, hopefully, that there is the ability for the four of us to join forces.
Well, I was thinking about that. Does your brother and Hainsey have like the same days off?
Yes.
So why don't we just wait until a week I'm on vacation?
Well, yeah, because then they wouldn't have to take a Monday off.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you could just ask for Monday off. Or ask for that, whatever day it needs to be.
Right, if it's a Friday or whatever.
Or ask to open.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't nobody's going to change schedules or.
Right. Well, you would have to.
No, I'd
Whether
be on
that's
vacation.
because you're on vacation, that's changing your schedule.
It's all those are already in.
Oh, you're not going to the beaches of the Myrtle?
In June, but I have one in May.
Yeah.
And then I have another one in July.
I used to get real anxious.
Another one in August.
When you would go on vacation, because that meant I had to do the show by myself. Well, not by myself. But I know. But
you had to be the facilitator.
Yeah. Now it's just like, well, I do 2 podcasts a week now, so.
You could probably do this by yourself. I could very easily.
You should do it once.
No, what am I
I'll
going to do?
sit over there and just.
I'm just going to come here while everybody's upstairs.
No, I'll sit right there and watch you.
That's weird.
Or sit here, like without my mic on.
I can hear you. Listen, it'll get better.
I didn't say it's bad.
I mean,
I'm just confused by it.
If views and subscribers is what you need to validate yourself and what you're doing, then that's fine.
No,
I don't.
That's not.
I come here to hang out with you and have a good time and do something we enjoy doing.
That's
if that's not good enough for you, I mean, we can stop.
That's not what I mean.
Sounds like that's what you mean.
What are you doing?
I'm just over here fiddling because I feel dejected.
Why do you feel dejected?
I feel like, I don't know.
You feel like all that matters to me is
that's it.
Clicks, views, likes,
Are you doing
bells.
it for the money? Is that what you're doing it for?
Oh, we're so rich beyond belief from this.
It's cost us a lot of money.
I mean,
well, it's cost you because you went and bought that without asking.
It's fine. It's fine. I bought lights.
Well, I'm going to buy one of those too.
Why?
I might start my own podcast.
Speaking of people starting things, is
yeah, I don't want to mention that yet. I don't know what route he's going.
No.
I mean, my brother's starting one, but I think it's more going to be more geared towards like betting and gambling and covering like bets and stuff.
I mean, good for him.
I mean, he's into that. He does that a lot. I don't. I get to a certain point and I stop because
betting.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
No, you don't.
No, I haven't bet in a while.
Because football's over.
No, I bet on NASCAR. I won that $20, and I didn't bet last week or the week before. I spent the $20.
Have you done your taxes yet?
No. I spent that $20 on future Major League Baseball bets, though. Yep. Picked the Pirates to win the World Series. Put $1 on that. Bring me back 120.
I'd have bet $20.
Okay.
I'd bet 1,000.
I put money on Yankees to win the World Series, Dodgers to win the World Series, Yankees and Dodgers to win their conferences. I did pick the Pirates as one of 4 teams to make the playoffs. And I picked Shohei Ohtani to hit 60 home runs or more.
Now, is he going to pitch this year?
Supposedly. I don't know if he has yet or not. But supposedly. 8-3.
Yeah, Pirates. Well, I promise this year I won't do the stages. We won't get into it. Even though it's every year, seems like the same deal. We'll just enjoy what we got.
I don't know if we enjoy it.
I mean, I do.
We have to do Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah. We're just sitting here bullshitting.
We changed it.
We did. We did change it.
And we've already knocked off 4 teams because we did it twice.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it better that way.
Yeah.
Did you like it better that way?
It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
I think we need, once this is done, we need to bring back the should they or shouldn't they.
I'm typing in Mount Rushmore. What's wrong with me?
I love the should they or shouldn't they.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I might come up with an original, maybe.
Okay.
We can think of something original. Maybe. I mean, we thought of all this. This is all original.
The whole thing's original.
I know.
There's
said all this.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I what you're. I thought you just meant the banner itself.
Yeah. All right. Who do I get this week? I can't. Let me see that.
Did you just put
Los Angeles Rams? The Rams. That's kind of a tough one for me. Los Angeles Rams.
What's the odds of that?
1 in 32.
I meant spinning it.
You son of a bitch. You suck.
Oh man. Oh. This is awkward. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't like you.
Yep. So
The Rams are going to be difficult for me because I can't. I mean, I'm never really a fan of the Rams.
I got a couple guys in my head for them.
I mean, I got Dickerson, Eric Dickerson.
Yeah. Well, I landed on the Pittsburgh
Yeah, you suck.
Steelers. You know,
I mean, I almost want to say Flipper Anderson because he's got the single game receiving record. I don't think will ever be touched. I mean, 300 plus yards. Man, the Rams.
The Rams. Greatest show on turf.
Man,
Kurt Warner, Marshall Falk.
That's all. Yeah, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce.
I'm just naming dudes.
Mike Jones. It's all from one team. Though.
Reggie White.
Dick Butkus.
Oh man.
Like what's the? Could it just be anybody for the Rams? Anybody? Like, can I put Aaron Donald up there? I think he might be a first ballot. You think he's a first ballot?
It's your Mount Rushmore.
All right, I'm going to go Dickerson, Kurt Warner. I really want to do Flipper Anderson. I'm going to do Flipper Anderson just because that record's.
LaDainian Tomlinson?
That was a Chargers.
Oh, yeah, that was the Chargers. Get their colors mixed
But
up.
you just want to do running backs again? Christ.
No, I was just thinking. That's right, Chargers. I get their colors mixed up.
So Dickerson, Kurt Warner. I'll do Flipper Anderson. Man, I'll go Aaron Donald. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I can't think
He
of.
probably is.
I know there's a big name on defense I'm missing, and Dick Night Train Lane.
Dick Night Train Lane.
Take out Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Dick Night Train Lane.
All right. Whew, man, I'm gonna have to really think here. We'll throw Roethlisberger up there.
So I think there's two for you that should be immediate for that organization.
We'll throw Roethlisberger up there. Jerome Bettis.
I could have put Bettis on mine.
Fair. Wow.
He didn't play long enough for the Rams.
What was there, 2 years? Something like that. Bettis, Ben. This is hard because there's so many greats.
There are.
Mean Joe Green.
You got the two I was thinking of. Well, two I would have immediately put on.
And boy. Franco Harris.
Okay.
Who would you put as your Mount Rushmore of Steelers?
If you're asking.
I just did.
I mean, Mean Joe Green and Roethlisberger would be Bam and Bam.
Okay. Bam Moore?
No, then I would probably go Rod Woodson.
Okay, that's a good one.
And
I mean, there's so many.
I don't want to do
It's hard. There's so many.
I'm juggling between two.
Okay. Louis Lips.
No. I really want to put Farrier on there.
Okay.
But when I'm thinking linebacker for the Steelers, I think Lambert.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So I think I'm going to go with Lambert.
Yeah.
Woodson. Mean Joe Green and Ben Roethlisberger.
No Franco.
No Frank. Franco was, listen, the Immaculate Reception was amazing.
He caught that ball.
Okay, but if you go back and you look at Franco's stats, I mean, and this holds true for John Stallworth and Lynn Swan too. I mean, they're in the Hall of Fame, and then they have 8,000 career yards. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
It's all those ships, man.
we're watching guys like Antonio Brown have 1,400 yards in a season.
Right.
Yeah, and if they hit 1,000, it was also a different game back then, though. But as a running back, I can name 2 Steelers I think that were better than him.
Bettis. Le'Veon Bell.
And Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
So, I mean, while I love Franco, he's an awesome part of this organization, probably
R.I.P.
the greatest play in the history of football, in my opinion, just because of what was at stake on that play. But, yeah, I can name. I think Bell and Bettis were both better than it. I can't believe you didn't get Rod Woodson.
I almost said Terry Bradshaw. And I talked myself out of it.
Well, again, a lot of rings.
Yeah, 3 more interceptions than he did touchdowns.
Yeah.
But he was a gunslinger. I mean, Roethlisberger was a gunslinger too, but he threw a lot of interceptions. But he threw a lot of touchdown passes. He threw a lot of yards too.
Yeah, he's what, 5th all the time?
Yeah.
5th or 6th?
I think he's the only quarterback to have 2 500-yard passing games too.
I thought he had 4.
Or maybe it's 4.
2 in one season.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think he had, yeah, I'm pretty sure he had 2 in one season. Man, think about it. Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, 500 yards is a lot.
Yeah.
But you got guys like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Fucking Favre.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Tom Brady, he don't gun the ball down the field. They do that little dink and dunk stuff all the way down the field. So
Well, yeah, because I mean, he had a ton of small white receivers.
I mean, he threw for a lot of yards, but yeah, the big numbers.
8,000 or something, 89,000.
I don't know.
It just boggles my mind that Roethlisberger is the only quarterback to have 2 in a season.
Yeah.
Can't believe you got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. You know, it really grinds my gears.
You know, I think I got Pittsburgh for the running back one too when we did it. I think I did.
So.
I think I did. You were getting hosed by the wheel.
Don't like me.
No.
I think we should use my phone next week. Maybe it's hometown advantage.
Yeah, I'm cooking up the wheel. It's got weights on it.
Oh, man. So what number are you on?
4.
Okay. Just going to let this sit and marinate in some Benny the Jet Rodriguez. I have a feeling Hainsey. Yeah, you got 22 minutes to get one more in.
Yeah, so the challenge was to wear or swap jerseys 5 times. One more. Yeah.
Oh, there's something else I want to cover.
What's that?
Menugate.
Oh, yeah, you brought this up.
Yeah.
And then you said the ending isn't that good.
No.
And I am curious. So, just a refresher.
So, guy moves into an apartment building.
Right.
First floor.
Yeah.
And, you know, like...
Cars in the parking garage.
Cars, everything. Cars, parking garage.
Yeah.
A Chinese restaurant put menus on the doors.
Yes.
So as the guy goes to work during the week, he's noticing that these menus don't move.
Right.
That they've been in the door for like 5 straight days. So like nobody's opened any of their doors.
Right.
So he finds it weird.
Cars are getting dusty in the parking
Then he
garage.
starts noticing that, you know, cars are collecting dust. Nothing's moving. The cars are parked in the same spot every day.
Not seeing anybody.
He's not seeing anybody.
Right.
So he goes to the website for the apartment complex and it says they're all sold out.
Right.
Turns out that it was just a apartment complex that didn't have any tenants except for one.
Are you serious?
Yep. That was it.
Why were the cars getting dusty?
So the cars in the parking garage were there from construction, like of the building. So when they built the building,
Yeah.
people park their car there
Yeah. And
they left them.
Well, that's weird.
But yeah, when he went to the website, it only showed 3 apartments
Yeah.
that were available.
Yeah.
Turns out that entire building only has 3 layouts.
3 layouts?
So your apartment 1, 2, 3 bedroom.
Yeah.
Nothing was rented.
I
mean, it was okay. I'm sorry. I should rephrase this. Units were rented.
Yeah.
By companies.
Okay.
So what had happened was this was a new building built across from a campus, too, by the way.
Okay.
But it was in the city. So to make it look like the city was more populous in like a center, like New York City, like Central Park would be the nucleus or whatever.
Right.
Companies bought up all these apartments
to make it look like a bunch of people
There's
live
nothing
there.
available. You can't even move here. There's so many people here.
Really?
Yeah. That's all it was.
That's dumb.
Once his story hit and people realized it, they rented out the apartments.
And so now he has neighbors.
Yeah. It was stupid. But then
that's depressing.
Like, what if like all conspiracy theories are just that simple?
There's like one about it's like a building and everything's like the walls are all painted like a beige or a yellow. And there's like nothing there. What is that about? I can't remember.
Is this here?
I don't remember.
So a building, everything's painted one color.
Yeah. Hold on.
In the entire building. See, we go through this all the time. Like, he gets me in these rabbit holes where you start searching stuff on YouTube. And, like, before you know it, an hour or 2 has gone by and you've watched, like, 10 videos of the same thing. And I told him, I said, now that, it's hard for us to watch a lot of baseball and hockey because of our work schedules. And we need to start, like, branching off and doing other stuff on the podcast. So next week, we're going to pick a topic and we're going to do some research. And we're going to be prepped for next week. We won't have to do any of this. What's that about? I'm going to Google it.
Dang it. I wish I could remember what that was.
I've never heard of that. Building painted all one color.
Well, dang it.
So speaking of rabbit holes.
Yeah.
You know what I've been getting into lately?
What's that?
There's these guys that explore abandoned areas of cities.
Okay.
So I don't know if I told you this last week, but they were just recently in Chicago. And they, I don't know, went down these gated up steps.
Okay. You didn't tell me about this.
And they were in these tunnels, and then they found a ladder that went down even farther, like a manhole.
Okay.
So they went down the manhole, and they were in a tunnel, and the tunnel opened up to this giant parking garage where all these trucks parked. All the lights were on.
Okay.
And they start walking, and they're going through like classrooms and office, like cubicles. And part of it was a fire station. It said the something FD. And all the lockers were still there, but all the lights were on. And remember, they went down steps and then went down a ladder too. So I don't even know how far underground.
Okay. Oh, wait, maybe you did talk about this.
But they're going through the kitchen and everything. Like
you did.
And then they start hearing voices.
Yeah, you did talk about it.
And everything on the lockers, like it was like from 1990.
Yeah, you did talk about this.
Now, well, I know I told you about the time when they were But looking at the tech company that went out of business,
Yeah,
they
people
went
were
to-
stealing
they
everything.
were- heard a saw going and they were
Yeah.
stealing the servers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get into these guys go like everywhere.
Hmm.
And the stuff that's underneath us, mainly,
Yeah.
is insane.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't like, well, you know that like France hasn't it built their city on top of like another city, right? So there's like a whole city under.
Well, doesn't France have like skeletal remains like in
Yeah, there's
underground, right?
I don't know if it's France, but
Yeah.
somewhere over there because that was Gates covered it. Josh Gates, Expedition Unknown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching these guys, and it's just fascinating to see all the stuff they find. Abandoned mansions. They went in Gaudi's mansion, John Gotti, the Teflon Don.
The Teflon Don.
Found secret tunnels, passages all around his property. Found cars like Cadillacs with 12 miles on it, just abandoned in the woods. You're still looking, aren't you?
I am. There's this thing about this building. I can't find it.
Man, it's getting ugly.
It's something to do with like dimensions and reality and stuff.
So what is like? It's all painted one color, so it's supposed to like throw you
like
off.
an empty office building and just. The back rooms are a fictional, extra dimensional space that some believe is accessible by no clipping out of reality. The back rooms are a well-known example of liminal space aesthetic. There's right there. See there?
So what's it supposed to do?
Apparently it's like a different dimension or something.
That's weird.
Well, I guess it's like time travel because liminal space. Isn't that? No, that's a term for just stuff.
Oh, shit. So I still don't understand, like...
I'm trying to remember.
But how would, like... So what if I paint my house all white?
Then your house is just all white.
What's it have to, like... that?
Oh, wait a minute. What is the backroom's dream theory? This must be what I'm thinking of. Ending up in the backrooms is said to be the fate of those who accidentally no-clip through reality and into another dimension, a dimension that takes the form of a strangely empty, seemingly infinite maze of offices. That's what it is.
What's no clip?
I don't know. I'm here.
So you're dreaming, you end up in an endless row of offices, means you're in a different dimension.
No clip is a cheat code in video games that allows players to pass through solid objects and defy gravity. Oh, that's like where you like walk through the wall.
No.
Yeah.
That's weird, though.
Well, there's a bunch of people that say they have these dreams about going in this office and it all looks the same like that picture I showed you. I don't know.
So you don't think...
It's the stuff I see at like 2:00 in the morning, you know? I see it, I hear
the
it.
urban adventure guys. You'll see some crazy shit. Like you wouldn't believe what's below our feet.
What do you think this ump got in his pockets there? What's going on?
So the Pirates are losing 10-3.
Yeah, and I'm curious what's in the ump's pockets.
Probably the notebooks where he keeps track of the subs and...
The notebooks where he writes about his love for his wife and all the things that they did throughout their whole marriage and time. And then he speaks to her while she's on her deathbed because she has amnesia. Or not amnesia.
The notebook?
Alzheimer's. Yes.
And then they die in each other's arms.
That's, well, yeah. I think he, like, so there's a theory about that movie too. Like he's a murderer or something. Or he doesn't even know her or something. There's a theory.
Oh my God. This is stuff you need to prep and have ready.
Well, this is something that just popped in my head as you're talking.
I kind of like that movie, The Notebook. You didn't like The Notebook?
No, I cried.
I mean, I didn't cry. You cried for The Notebook?
I cried during a Chevy commercial. We talked about it. There's a known, what? No known.
So they don't know each other, or?
I'm trying to find it.
Well, I guess if he has. Well, no, she's the one with dementia. He's visiting her.
Yes. I can't find it. There's this whole theory that he's like, he don't even know her or something. I don't know.
But she comes back to him just for brief moments.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, 2:00 in the morning, you just stumble across stuff. You don't really know what you're watching or really listening or hearing, but you see it.
Hey.
What?
You had me at a low.
Yeah. Okay.
Rachel McAdams played a really good part in that movie.
I like that movie. I'm not a giant Ryan Gosling fan, but I like that movie. James Carter, though. He's dead.
Have you ever seen P.S. I Love You?
Yeah. I talk about a movie that made me cry.
I cried during that one.
Yeah.
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 That's a great flick.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
How about a Pepsi? Oh, Pepsi. Yeah, Pepsi.
What else is in that movie? Sandra Bullock? Is it Sandra Bullock?
No, I don't.
Who's the chick? No, it's
Charlize Theron.
No, it's
What's her face?
the boxer movie. She's the boxer.
Oh, Hilary Swank.
That's it. The other guys in that movie.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. Oh,
Yep. Negan.
yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Man.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Nah, I don't want to watch it. I'll cry again.
Yeah, that one made me bawl. I bawled. That was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. I'm thinking about crying now. Just thinking about it.
If you do, I will smack you. Movies that made you cry. Comment down below. Let us know. We'll watch it and we'll let you know if we cry. Gladiator for me.
Dog's Purpose or something like that.
Old Yeller.
No.
No?
Bailey and Me, maybe. Dog's Purpose. I think
Dog's Purpose.
that's what I'm thinking of. That made me cry. I just watched a movie recently. I told you. That was the movie with Greg Kinnear and Luke Wilson.
the
Gotta
Netflix
Believe
one.
or something.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but
I mean, I didn't cry like the first 15 minutes of it, but probably from that point on, I cried several times during it. Maybe tonight I'll watch the new Venom movie, and maybe I'll cry during that because Tom Hardy's so dreamy.
I mean, it does have a pretty touching ending.
Does it?
Yeah.
I do.
Let's just say there won't be another Venom.
There's a multiverse. They can do whatever they want. Wait, is Venom? That's DC. Is that DC or Marvel?
That's Marvel.
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
multiverse.
'cause he fights Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's a multiverse.
It's now 11-3.
Yeah, it's just spring training.
They're just teeing off on this guy. No. Well, it's 12. Never mind. It was a 2-run homer. Oh, it's getting ugly. Well, it's been ugly. It's getting worse.
It wasn't ugly at the start. Was it?
No, Bailey Falter didn't play bad.
Nope.
He didn't pitch bad.
No.
I don't know who's on the mound now, but he's getting shelled. I think that's the 3rd homer he's given up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention.
I know you haven't.
I've been over here trying to remember stupid shit that I've seen. Oh, I'm sorry. I said shit. Stupid stuff I've seen,
Barco. Is that his name?
I think so.
Never heard of the guy.
Probably won't.
Yes. Well, here comes another picture.
He's got a neck tattoo.
Uh,
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sid the Kid. How the Pens doing? We didn't talk about the Pens at all.
They've won 2 games since.
They're out of it, though, right?
Oh, they're way out of it, buddy.
Right.
Way out of it. Yeah, they're in shambles. The trade deadline's coming up for the NHL. I look for the Penguins to be selling quite more. But the good news is I think they have like two first-round picks in the next like 3 years. Something like that. I don't know. Because all the moves that Dubois has made to try to...
You mean like 2 first-rounders each year?
Yeah, it's something like that. I think they might have 3 this year. I don't know. But the farm club has gotten built back up. We pretty much got rid of all the big prospects and draft picks to win now under Jim Rutherford.
But what do we need?
We did win 2 cups. What do we need? A total rehaul.
No, but what do we need?
Defense.
No. What do we need?
I'm going to get there. We need defense. We need a goaltender. We need a couple offensive pieces.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
What?
If we had a good goaltender,
Yeah.
is this current team a playoff team?
No.
I disagree.
You can.
The team that started the season.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we were.
Nope.
Yes.
You don't watch. How? No. No. This team has no drive, no fight. No, this team is poop. Like, it's not just about the goaltending. It's about everything out in front of that goaltender. Not all those goals are bad.
All right, well.
Oh, man.
Hold on. Now, it's that time. I mean, I think 157, that's pretty good. I mean, we do 2 hours every week.
This has been a lot of rambling.
Yeah, well, we weren't prepared for the ramble. Like, you talk about you and your brother did the Mingo catfish guy.
It's the catfish man of Mingo Junction.
Whatever. Like, if you want to prep, we can do Old Lady Loftus, and we can prep and do it.
That's
but
not
like,
really,
I don't think it makes
prep.
for good YouTube when we're talking about stuff and then we're sitting there Googling it as we got to be ready. We got to be prepared. So what are we going to cover next week? What do you want to cover?
I don't know.
All right. We'll pick a conspiracy theory or two and we'll be ready to go.
Right.
Time travel, wormholes, black holes, brown holes. We'll figure it out. All right. Anyways, as always, we love you.
Peace. Jersey number 5. Gotcha, bitch. Peace.